versus Fox. Ready? Go!
Oh no.
Yeah,
do you use down to ledge dash?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
My ledge dash
I would
is
highly
sure.
recommend switching to back. I just talked about that with my last student who's also a Fox.
Okay. It's
Have
yeah.
you tried it and you just don't like it?
Yeah, it just feels like a weird like motion for me.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you can use down. I just think back is easier in the long run. But I think there are people that use down that have like decently consistent. Like I know Drug Fox does it, and he swears by it. So that's just one man's opinion.
Mine have just been bad recently. Like I was practicing it knuckle punch a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I used to. I used to use back, and then I switched to down for like 2 years. And even after 2 years of like thinking, okay, this is supposed to be better, I just couldn't get used to it. And like I would just accidentally ledge jump or fast hold for 1 frame, and then I air dodge to my death.
Mhm.
Okay.
So is there any?
Oh, did you want to go over like each game? I can just mention something
like
between each game, or we can play like a few, and I'll have a whole list.
Yeah, let's just do like 3, I guess.
3 games.
Or
and then
3
go over
games
some?
and then yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to get more than like 1 or 2 notes per game, just because like,
Yeah.
we're playing and stuff. That was sick.
Choose your character. Versus Fox. Ready? Go!
Oh.
Sorry, one sec. Are you cool with playing like 2 more?
Choose your character.
Yep. I feel nervous right now for some reason.
No reason to be nervous.
Ready?
We're friendly. We're just playing in the sandbox. Sorry.
Choose your character.
Hey, no getting frustrated.
It's
This is what the lesson's for.
I just can't even hit you, man. It's hard, dude. I've never played against like
Okay, we can take
someone
a break.
this good. No, I'm not getting mad. It's just like I don't know.
Nah, trust me, I've been
Getting
there.
owned.
Dude, I housed the Swedes for Royal Flush back in like 2017.
Oh
And like
yeah.
this is 2017, so I started playing in like I went to my first tournament in like the end of '09 or whatever. So I'd been playing for almost a decade, and the ass whooping I got was just You've never been humbled until you've like played Armada and like literally 2 hours of friendlies, and I didn't take a single game off his speech.
Oh
And like
my
I
God,
cheesed
man.
like 2 games off of his Fox. And we played for like 2 hours or something. Like, dude, I was just like, I don't know, dude. Maybe this game isn't for me. But it's really like most of the same stuff over and over. That's what I've realized about Melee is like you can feel like someone's a million miles ahead of you, but they're actually just like, it's not that they're so far ahead of you, it's that you missed a turn. Like if you think of it as like a driving analogy, it's not that you're a million miles behind, you just missed a right turn and now you're like completely off course, right?
Oh yeah, I've never heard that.
Yeah,
That makes
I
a
mean,
lot
I
of
just
sense.
made that up, but that's how it feels to me. Because like when you go, oh, so that's the turn I keep missing every time I play this game. I miss this one right turn. No wonder it takes so long to get to the place. But yeah,
Yeah.
here's the stuff I've noticed so far, just to give you an idea where I'm
Okay.
at. So the first thing was not respecting my shield pressure, which is probably like a lot of this is going to be a product of the players you play. So if you play Falcos that do like bad aerials on your shield, of course you're like going to go for shines out of shield all the time, right? Or like shield grabs. But that is something where every time I'm hitting your shield, you're just getting shined every time, and it's leading to like these huge punishes. As far as like in neutral, so just to like show you real quick, like if you haven't been lasered yet, you really want to be threatening Falco with like immediate shuffle, or like you can do an up smash, but that's like more of a hard read. The shuffle nair is great because if I shield or dash back, I can't necessarily like if you nair at me and I'm like dash dancing, it's really hard for me to dash hands grab that, right? Like I'm not Marth where I can just dash hands grab you. That I would basically have to really read your spacing and timing. So you really want to have these threats of like approaching nairs, or yeah, I mean that's the main thing. You could do approaching shuffle nairs, or you can also do the full hop. The full hop is going to be more likely to get like caught by an up tilt, but I don't feel like you have any sort of forward presence against me. Like, and part of that is from the lasers. But even if I don't laser, it feels like you're never willing to just jump and attack me.
I'm scared, man.
Yeah, no, I get you. And then like the other thing is when you do attack, so if we're positioned like this, you'd be like attacking so that like your tippy toe reaches like right here. You're like barely spaced to hit me, or even just like just shy of me. Whereas you really should be abusing the fact that Fox is faster and like be attacking right there. So like if you can get the nair right here. So if you can get the nair right here, where if I dash back a little, maybe I get caught. Or do like a running shine nair to like overshoot a little bit. So those sorts of things will allow you to exert that pressure without feeling like I can just dash back and escape. Or like I can up tilt and like you're getting caught because you're attacking like right into the up tilt range. So like if you like look at the middle of the camera, instead of like attacking right there, maybe attack right here, a little to the left of me, and then suddenly that makes a world of difference in terms of like me being able to dash dance around you or being able to stuff you. And when you, another thing about the approaches that you're doing are that they're very impatient. So one drill we can do, actually we'll try that now, is just try to like just evade me for like a minute. Do you know what I mean by that?
Just run away?
So, or here, I'll show you as an example. Try and hit me. Oops. It's hard with, yeah. So just sort of like play this defensive game. Oh, you got me. So yeah, you can do things like that. I think that's like a really effective drill. So now we'll do it on your end. So you try to do the same thing, okay?
Alright.
I'm gonna be lasering too. forgot you can't.
Ah. Oh, can I put moves out or just try to run?
Yeah, just try to shield or like evade. Yeah.
Okay.
Try not. I mean, if you attack them, we're just playing melee.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so that was a good example, right? Where you got caught by the laser here, and then I did the approach, and you dashed back into it. So you mentioned that before. So one thing you can do is using your shield effectively. It's really hard for Falco to get a like late aerial on you. So like if you try not to shield this. Oh, I meant to do a bad aerial. It's hard. Oh, now I'm poking you. Well, the general idea is like, even if I do like a fairly high aerial or a fairly low aerial, Fox can still shine out of shield because it's so fast. So like, if you see me like doing these approaches where I'm like nairing like this, you can, if we're at this distance and I do the nair, well, it's gonna be a late nair necessarily. Do you understand that? Because like, even if I do the nair right away, by the time it hits, I'm already descending, just because of how far away I'm going.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Whereas if I'm right here in your face and I do the nair at the same timing, well, it's hitting rising. So one thing you can do, if we're at this distance, you can run up, close the space, and then shield. And then my nair would hit sooner. And then even if it doesn't hit sooner, so let's say you dash forward and we're at this distance now, and I'm thinking you're over here, and I'm trying to like hit you. So go ahead and shield. And I do this. So you couldn't shine out of shield because I'm crossing you up, but now try to do wave dash back shine.
I'm not really good at.
That's okay. That's why we're practicing. Okay, so I caught you there, but you can see like it's way more threatening. Where I mean, usually Falcos wouldn't even do that shine that I did. I kind of did that because I knew you were doing it. But
Oh, okay.
you can get the idea. Like if I do this jump through and cross you up, maybe you like wave dash away and just like reset to neutral, right? So you have a lot of options if you can run up and block my aerial in a position that doesn't give me this late aerial shine pressure. Like Falco's shine is not big, so unless I get the nair like deep on your shield, I don't have any sort of follow-up. Like maybe I could do up tilt, I guess. So if I cross you up and end up here, I could maybe up tilt, but even that could get shined out of shield if you just hold shield for the up tilt. So you can use your shield in a lot of creative ways like that, and just sort of like run up shield, wave dash back, dash chance grab. So like you can do the shield, bait them into approaching you, and then wave dash back, dash chance grab. So that's one thing you can do. But yeah, it just felt like you were very impatient with your approaches. Is where I was trying to start with that. It's like anytime I was like even remotely near you, you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna attack. And
yeah, that's.
I think, like you said, it's sort of like a fear response, which is very common. So don't even sweat that. That's like the most common emotional. Because there's like two ways to make decisions in general. It's like you can make a decision because you're perceiving like what's going on the screen. So like you evaluate the distance you're at and who has frame advantage, and then you just make a decision based on like your experience, or like you have a game plan of like, okay, at this range I do late dare shine versus Fox, or at this range versus Falco I dash hands grab approaches. So you can have these sorts of game plans, or you can do like the emotional decision making, which is I'm afraid, so I'm going to shield, or I'm going to spot dodge because I'm afraid of grab. I'm gonna roll. So there's two different kinds of decision making, and you want to drift more towards the like logical, or it's not even logical. It's almost like the emotional response leads to good decisions, right? So like if you're scared, your response should be turn around up tilt, right? Because that's just like a better threat, and that's something you mentioned you wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing I had was in the last 10 seconds You're doing a lot of like double jump sweet spot, or even like you did double jump below the ledge. So just lots of low recoveries that Falco's going to eat up with Rising Dare.
Choose your character.
Uh-huh. I actually noticed that on Dreamland. Like, you killed me for it like 2 times, I think, in that game.
Yeah,
maybe
because
3.
as soon as you're below ledge, especially below knockdown percent where you can't like wall tech, you're basically dead. Or it's going to be like you have to do a really good angle and like mix me up.
Mm-hmm.
But we can keep playing if you want.
Yeah.
Did you have
Maybe
any
a
questions
couple
about
more.
the things we went over already? I mean, it's okay if it doesn't like totally make sense because I just sort of briefly went over them. But if you like try to, yeah, I'll paste them in the chat so you can just like keep them in mind as we continue playing or next time you play someone. And I'll keep taking notes. Maybe we can figure out some other stuff.
Yeah, it's just I've never actually like thought about the game like that. I just, you know, I
In what
just,
way?
like,
The decision making thing?
yeah.
Yeah, it's not like intuitive or anything really. And the crazy thing is, you'll start like applying this to real life, where like
Yeah.
you'll see someone. It's easy to see in other people, right? So like, you might see someone make like a really irrational decision, and you know it's because they were emotional. Like maybe like it's a funny example, but like a Karen at a Burger King or something, and she's like getting irate with the cashier, and you're like, this is clearly an emotional decision, because if you were like, if you had been in this situation before, you wouldn't be emotional. You'd just be like, oh, okay, well, I know how this is gonna happen. Right?
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe that's not like the best example.
Yeah, I don't know. I get it. Definitely.
Ready? Go!
Okay, you should stop lasers too. I forgot to mention that. The lasers are just not gonna be worth it. Whoa! Nice.
Yeah.
Oh no, the ledge dashes.
I don't know what's going on, man.
It's okay.
That game, I was just trying to, like, when you were hitting my shield, I was just trying to like roll away instead of
Yeah, I mean,
hitting
you
you.
definitely, even just in that one game, I could see improvement in that. You weren't as impatient to get out of shield, and it made all the difference. Welcome to your nightmare. Okay, what are you trying to do? Or do you have no idea
I'm just
what to
trying
try?
to move around, man.
Okay.
Like, I want to just, like, dash forward and dash back.
So I would say, like, dashing forward and dashing back is good if you're, like, if I laser you here and you dash back, you can like avoid an aerial, right?
Hmm.
But if that's all you're doing is moving and you're not exerting any sort of threat, then I can just approach and laser like to the end of time, right? So at some point you have to like either take laser and attack, like even just like a turnaround up tilt would at least like prevent me from moving forward. But even that, like I can just sit here and laser you in place, right? And I have like no need to move forward if I feel like there's any risk of you throwing out a hitbox. So that's when you need to do stuff like take laser into like dash, jump, shine, or nair. Those are probably the two best. But even that, like, let me think. What else I want to say about it? Yeah, I mean that and like full hop. So if you do, can you do take laser like dash full hop? Oops.
Apparently not.
Yeah, so you're missing the dash. That's what's like messing you up. Okay, that's a little better. I think you could jump sooner. There you go, that was perfect. So yeah, if you do stuff like that, then that'll like eat me alive for doing 2 lasers.
Okay.
Yeah, because like I can't react to what you're doing. So as soon as this laser comes out, I'm already committed to the second laser because I don't know like if you're going to like dash approach up smash between them. So if you think about it on the Falco's end, the moment I stop lasering, like I'm shooting these lasers, blip, 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 as soon as I stop doing that, you could just attack. And like, you could even just like take laser, dash attack me. So like if I stop at any point, you could attack me. But like if I know you're never going to do that, then I'm just going to keep lasering forever.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There you go. So, I mean, that was like, I wouldn't recommend drill, because like if I'm jumping and you hit me out of the air, I impact land and I can shine you. So that's what happened there. There you go. That's another big part of this matchup is like hitting me as I'm like starting up my laser. Like once I get the laser out, now your movement is restricted. But let's say I just rolled up from ledge. Attacking me here is really valuable before I can get the laser out, right? So if you can make Falco afraid of like doing this first laser, instead I'll like have to dash dance, and that's how you want to be playing against Falco. You want him to be playing without lasers whenever you can.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. That was beautiful. Run up shield. Oh, you almost got me. And you can see, like, all it takes... Oh, good running shot. There we go.
That's like my main way to, that I get openings on people that aren't Falco.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's good for Falco, too. Because it's good at stuffing that laser. And, like, once you can do those threats, even just, like, a few times... Now Falco feels like, okay, I have to laser into approach to like stop this fox from just like running at me. And yeah. Almost got you.
Yeah. Oh.
Nice, good call out. Because I was coming down with the laser. It's a good way of calling it out. There you go. There you go. Okay. You see how like if you can get to that point where you're sort of like bullying me around and like not letting me get that first laser out, it's like so much easier.
Yeah, I can actually like play.
Yeah, you can actually play, and Falco can't play. It sucks to be the Falco like on the receiving end of like a million Fox chimes where like I'm just getting knocked down constantly, and then you get one tech chase, and now I'm getting chain grabbed. It's just like, oh my god, this is so annoying. But like once I get the laser, I'm like, okay, this Fox can only full hop in place. Oh, there's the drill again, right?
Yep. Yep.
Here's the short approach.
Choose your character.
Falco's just hard, man. Cause like if
It's definitely not
don't
easy.
go, like if I'm not going low, I get lasered until I'm low. So I gotta like.
Yeah, I would shorten the ledge is really powerful, and you can do that below a height where I can actually laser you. So I think that's good, and also just getting good at the wall techs. You can usually be in a position where I can't stop you from wall teching. Oh my god, what was that?
I missed.
I hit the wall twice. Oh no. Yeah, so like right there, that's when you need to like either like expect the approach out of the corner and like dash hands grab it, or stuff me before I can laser.
Okay.
Like anytime Falco's like right here, especially if I'm shielding, I'm gonna be looking for like laser out of shield if you're gonna give me the room. I don't want to fight my way out of the corner usually. I want to like get laser control and then work my way out of the corner. Oh no.
Ah.
Character.
I tried to take the laser and JC shine, but
Oh, okay.
I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, that's mostly for, like, if they're really close.
Versus.
Because, like, doing, like, take laser, dash forward stuff in between, you do have to be pretty close. It's more about, like, at least doing it often enough to have the threat.
Ah.
There you go. Don't let me move.
I thought you were gonna laser.
Yeah, I mean, that's the mix-up. It is important to think, though, like, if I do the laser here, I'm not necessarily out of the corner yet. So, I think stopping the aerial out of the corner is probably, like, a higher priority. Because that, like, could actually hurt you. Whereas the laser, even if you get lasered, you have plenty of room to dash back after the laser, if you think I'm going to approach out of the corner. Yeah, if you can DI the F throw higher, you'll have more recovery options.
Oh yeah, I do down and away.
Yeah. It like makes a really big difference because Spacey's fall so fast that you already have like pretty limited options in terms of like being able to double jump high and up B. Okay, I'm gonna try walling you out and stuff. No
Okay.
lazy. So you want to be looking for my wall-in moves, my zoning attacks, and then try to whiff punish. Or stuff them during startup. There you go, stuff me during startup. Oh. See how you're sort of like moving into my zoning space, but you like simultaneously don't have a hitbox out, and you're like not shielding. So what you really want to be doing is focusing on like your spacing so that you're outside of my zoning range, and then you can whiff punish, like with a dash dance grab.
Yeah, that's what I tried. I tried like when I got hit by that back air, I wanted to wave dash down and
Yeah. Okay,
and
so
like grab you.
yeah, I would just not use wave dash for that. So this is like a really common problem, and it triggers me that like so many players do it because I feel like people have talked about dash dance, wave dash as like something to do in neutral, but you really want to like mostly be using dash dancing in neutral, because as soon as you wave dash, you're just stuck in that animation for 13 frames, right? So like let's say you wave dash back, and I'm doing an auto cancel back air. You can't react and like go hit me until your wave dash is finished. Whereas if you're dash dancing back and forth, as soon as you see me start the back air, you can interrupt your dash dance. Like if you're dashing away, you can just dash back in to punish me immediately. You don't have to wait for anything to finish.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of players will do this thing where they're like, I mean, like, obviously it's a thing with, like, Marth, where, like, if Marth wave dashes back, he's going so far and his grab range is so ridiculous that, of course, he's, like, gonna make use of it. But even Marths, like, generally rely on dash dancing because they can, like, very precisely control when they're going in and how far they're moving. Whereas, like, wave dash should be more for, like, speed or, like, if you want to up tilt specifically, maybe you, like, wave dash into the up tilt. But as far as like with punishing, you really want to rely on your dash dance, especially with Fox. Like his dash dance is so amazing. It's probably like, I mean, it's definitely top 3 in the game along with Marth and Falcon. So definitely utilize that. So here I'll just spam back here. Oh, there you go. So like when you're like solely focused on now, if I like do some drift, it could make it a little trickier, right?
Yeah.
But even there, you like punch it with an air. So that's the other thing about Fox is like because he's so fast, you don't need to punish things with grab necessarily, or like even if I whiff the bear and I'm in lag, like I can't unless I'm gonna do like a frame perfect shine on you or up tilt, which is frame 5. So up tilt's like the fastest thing I can do. You can either bait out the up tilt, so like you're dash dancing, and I'm worried about you with punishing my bear, so maybe I up tilt, right? So then you punish the up tilt instead. So that's something like it's often called like playing the next mix-up. So if you see this back air and you don't whiff punish, you can say, okay, well I'll play the next mix-up, and I'll like especially if you realize you're not ready to punish it. So if you're not ready to punish the back air, wait for the up tilt or maybe a spot dodge or something, or just shield. So you can wait for the next thing I'm going to do and try to punish that instead. So maybe you notice they do like back air into dash away. So you can see me with the back air. You're not quite ready or positioned properly to whiff punish it, but then you see me dash away, and now you can like approaching nair while I'm in the corner. So that's a very important concept.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I've seen that with like I seen a video where it was something about like doing that with like Falco's like tech and place shine or like similar thing.
Tech and place shine.
Like I guess spacing around the next thing.
So like if you can't react to his tech and place perfectly, then like
Yeah,
space
yeah.
around his tech and place shine and you grab it or up smash it. For sure. That's the same idea, yeah. Oh, one other thing I wrote down is like with punishing Falco as he's dropping down like this. I think that's like the biggest part of your game that's like holding you back is your ability to whiff punish. Because I feel like I can sort of just do moves with no consequence. There you go. So like imagine if you could nair Falco for that nair. If you could get that whiff punish even just like half the time, like what a world of difference that would make. So that drill.
Yeah.
If you do the full hop drill and then fade back, it's really hard to punish. Full hop nair. Sorry, if I said drill, I meant nair.
Yeah, I seen like a Leffen video where he says if you dash forward, nair, and drift back, it's
like obscenely
pretty
difficult for Falco. Like the only way I've ever actually been able to do it is to just call out the fact that they're gonna pull back. So like I'd walk within your range of the like full drift nair. So I have to assume you're not doing that and then F smash the landing or something. Like everything else is just Falco's just too slow to whiff punish a lot of things. So if you do like nair dash back, Falco really shouldn't be able to whiff punish. What Falco's more likely to do is, well, I mean, it's technically still a whiff punish, but he'll laser you. So he'll see that you whiffed a move, realize he can't get there in time, and then he'll laser you instead, and then he'll play off of the laser mix-up. So the same way I was saying, like, you want to play the next mix-up a lot, or like if you're not ready, you can just play the next mix-up. Falco is almost exclusively playing the next mix-up because of how slow he is. But he has lasers to give him favorable advantage. So like, every time I'm playing the next mix-up, I'm doing it with a laser on your face. It's like, okay, well, I'm down to play the next mix-up every time if it means I get a laser. I love fairy kills. Nice, good call out. See how, like, as soon as I shielded, you're just like, oh, there it is. I can pounce on him.
yeah.
And I was trying to laser. No, I wasn't, like, doing that as a demonstration. I genuinely wanted to just laser out a shield, and you got me. Great. Oh, dude, you're such a fast learner. What the fuck? Oh, I should have just held. Oh my god, beautiful. Held shield, I was like, there's no way he held shield, and he did.
Versus
Maybe just be like a little more conservative out of the shield. Like, I think wave dash back to ledge would have been the play there. Or like, sometimes you can full hop to side plat. That's like kind of hard for Falco to call out. Oops.
Ah. Missed the alchemist.
I would just grab if someone's doing that. They're just grabbing. Grab should really be your like go-to move. 'Cause that's like where all your bread and butter stem from.
Okay.
Drill can be good too, but if you drill, you're basically saying you have to like tech chase off the drill shine, right?
I was gonna drill grab.
Yeah, I think
On that
drill grab is
specific
like
point.
kind of inconsistent for Falco, honestly. Like I just buffer spot dodge almost every time, and then that like just that alone like turns it into a 50-50 where like if you try to drill grab and I just spot dodge you, you're getting shined. But even high level foxes do it, so it's probably still good to have. Just be careful about that. That might like be something I don't fully understand as a Falco. Oh, I actually had no idea how to cover straight down. Oh, there's the full-out pullback. Yeah, you're like incorporating everything reasonably well for like such a short amount of time. Okay, perfect call out. Try to laser. And once you start like calling out Falco for those lasers out of shield in the corner and stuff, then like that's when you can start getting them to roll in. So I don't know if you've ever felt like, oh, I can never get people to just roll into me the way top players do. And that's like why is the top players are threatening that coverage of the like the laser out of shield in the corner. And that's why like high level toppers will roll in. So like they feel like they have to avoid getting nair shine. And you can even do, so maybe like I'm holding shield and I don't go for the laser out of shield, you can nair shine and then wave dash back and still cover the roll. So you can sort of like do it that way. Great shot. Jumping into downers is a good counter attack. I don't know if you do that on purpose ever.
Nope. I only knew it was possible on drill.
Yeah, and any sort of spike at low percent is possible. So even like if you get hit by a Marth downer at 0 and you're in the air, like you'll just impact land on the ground and be able to attack.
It's trying to shine and
That's a
double jump.
Yeah. Jump back shorten. Good. It's a good alternative there. Just like doing that. It's so hard to cover. Can't remember if I mentioned that already. Oh, wait, did you? Oh, is that a ledge S?
Yeah.
I thought you pivoted for some reason.
No,
It was a really fast turnaround. Oh, Fox at 93? I'm just gonna back you, bro. You can't stop this. I'm West Balls in 2009. Oh no!
No.
Oh! Okay, he got me. But now you just have to kill me off the up throw.
Yeah.
I didn't take any percent, unfortunately.
When I get it, it's like I'm kind of like surprised that I got a hit. So
Yeah,
I don't
that's
like.
very common when you're playing someone like, better than you or better than you're used to. Like you get the attack and you're like, oh wait, what? Plus I'm like doing the trickiest the eyes and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of Falcons will just like go straight up every time. I'm pretty good about like going for slide offs on up throws. So like right there I slid off, and it can just make it way harder than you're used to. Oh, lost my jump. Good whip punish. Yeah, running shine is great for whip punish and stuff like that. Just be careful that like when you go into the full run animation, your shine is telegraphed at that point. So like as soon as I see you go into the full run, I know like, oh okay, he's coming in. Unless you mix it up with like wave dash down or back is actually good there. Because like
Oh.
yeah, so when you're dash dancing, there's no real need to wave dash, but as soon as you're in the run animation, now you can't dash back, right? So that's
Yeah.
when like you can do. Here, if you press start, I'll show you.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah, sure.
Versus Fox.
So you can do. So like as soon as I see this, I'm like, okay, he's going for a running chime or like running up smash. Like, I think you're doing some full approach option because you're in that run animation, right? When you're dash dancing, I might expect an approach, but as soon as I see the full run, I'm like, okay, he's very likely to approach now. But if you do the full run and then wave dash straight down or wave dash back, that's a really good way. You can do like the full run to prompt a response from them, and then the wave dash down to just like sit and observe it at a safe distance.
Yeah, I do that against Marths. They really like on unranked at least. I don't know, but like they up tilt a lot when I do it.
For sure, no, exactly, and like they're up tilting because they're afraid, right? So you talked earlier about how you have that fear response to certain things from Falco. So you want to induce that in other people, like use that running animation to prompt a like fear response, and then wave dash in place at a safe distance where like they can't really punish you for it. At least not without a super hard call out. So like maybe you run up to like this distance. I could like theoretically like approach or attack you. But that would be a really hard call out because that would mean I lose to just like a running chime or an approaching nair. So just like sort of visualizing what your threats are covering, and then like using that to like bait out responses from people. So like right there, when I saw you go into that full run, that's why I spaced that back here there.
No.
No! That was sick as fuck, I'm not gonna lie. I love killing with up smash.
Me too. Fox at least.
Oh my. That could have been insane. Oh! That was sick. No. Oh no, you can't miss that tech.
Yeah, I that's something else that I noticed recently is like I don't hit tech.
Do you feel like you're mashing or you're just not ready at all? Like you're not
I do
pressing
it. Like I get tricked. Like I think I'm gonna hit the ground and then I get hit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the solution to that is actually just to press the first tech earlier, so like if you press the first tech, I mean just to like explain it real quick. So let's say I like down air and pop you up. Let's say you go higher, like you go above the side plat. If you tech as early as possible for when you first land, and then I like nair you out of the air and you land at a like staggered timing. If you tech super early for the first expectation of landing, then like when the timing gets updated, then you want to time the second one as late as possible. And by like sort of like separating those two inputs as much as you can. So like you do the first one super early and the second one super late, you'll avoid getting locked out at least as much as you can, right? Like if you get hit twice really quickly, you can't do much, but usually you can time the first one early and the second one late and tech for both of them. Because the reason the tech lock happens is you press them both within 40 frames. So if you can like separate them by like 2/3 of a second, then that you can like cover both. But you have to just like recognize the first tech situation early and just press it right away. And like sort of practice doing text as early as possible. That would be like the first thing you want to practice. And then the second thing would be practicing like right before you land getting the tech. I love down tilt kills. It's so underused. That killed you at like 110. And even if you DI it away, like you get sent so far off to the side that you get edge guarded. Oh, look at that hair. I couldn't punish it. It's broken. Oh.
No.
Okay, you're getting too good. I'm gonna have to put you in your place. I'm gonna try hard this game.
I'm trying to. I'm trying. I really want to get like a dash forward, jump cancel, shine.
Yeah, like I said, that's like for when you're pretty close. But like Ginger goes over the details of that in the video, but it has to do with like the laser heights and stuff. So, like, if I'm doing a low laser, then you can just short hop over it with like a narrow shine. And if I'm doing high lasers, that means you can run under and like up smash. That's like one part of the mix-up that's like a little more detailed. Wave dash down. I'm spooked. Yeah, it's difficult coverage to get around. You have to like do either like an air dodge or tech jump shine. I don't know if you do this, but if you press a Y after your tech, then you'll like automatically jump, and then that leaves your control stick free to like do whatever you want, like DI into the wall or whatever. Because I know a lot of people just hold up for the tech jump.
Oh no, I didn't even know either of those things was possible. I just tried to like smash GI and tech.
Yeah, it's like really important to get the tech jump. Oh no, you had to look punished too. It's like a frame away. Nice. It's okay. You had the drill and then just like grab the wrong way. I've been talking too much today. I did 2 lessons already, so.
Oh man,
yeah,
I was curious about that. Like how many people
I usually don't have 3 in a day, but it's Saturday.
Versus Fox. Ready?
Do a lot of people like book more than one?
It's hard to say because I think most people like wait like at least a few weeks to a month before they do a second lesson. So I've had people like I haven't been coaching super long since like April, I think. So a lot of people have only had a month or 2 between the first lesson and now.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I have a few students who have done like a lot of lessons, and a lot of the people I coached were like newer students who just wanted like more basic stuff. So I mean, I'd say you're like above average skill level for the people I've coached, which is like kind of surprising to me because I thought a lot of the people who would want coaching are like mid-level players. But I've had plenty of those too. Yeah, like, do you know Bowlisk?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have Bowlisk, Professor Pizza, he's pretty good. Booby. Yeah. Oh! And earlier I had a lesson with a player named Dragonfruit. He's like a pretty good solid fox. Nice. Yeah, roll is like so much better than like trying to always shine out shield. Shine out shield is really good though too. So definitely don't neglect it, but sometimes it's just like, hey, just roll away. Oh, that was sick.
And also, I noticed against you specifically, I can't like get that like I don't know what it's called, but like it's kind of like a drop zone nair when I like drop off and come back to cover your
Oh,
Like
like
the
you're
side
running
piece?
off and double jump naring for
Yeah,
edge
yeah.
guards?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that's more of like a timing read. So like when I'm recovering, I'll use like shine stall and then like also double jump in a way where I have a lot of different timings to choose from. So if you're doing the like runoff, you're committed to like just a small window of time where you can nair. So I would recommend like staying on stage more, and you can either
Okay.
like down smash if I just side B into the ledge, or you can like run off shine even. That's a little scary versus Falco, but like you can do it after I side B into the wall and sort of like run off and shine before you even dip down. Or just like I like F tilt,
Mm.
especially with Fox. You just F tilt them and then run off shine spike. Uh, or the other way, I guess, would say like as an alternative to run off double jump nair is like grab ledge and do the ledge hop back air.
Mhm.
That's like why that's so common at high levels. That's just really good coverage. Nice.
Ah.
Yeah, you don't do that every day, do you? So that was me doing run up the field to call out that nair. Oh no. Yeah, I think anytime you want to do high recoveries like that, up B is usually the way to go. I mean, I understand that I was just like lasering you out of it though. But like it would be pretty unlikely for me to miss a punish on those high side Bs.
Okay.
I knew you wanted to approach me there. So that would be like a position where, so now that you're like starting to get those threats of like that running shine, great. So now that you like have those threats and I'm sort of respecting them a little more, that's when you can play the game of like moving into my range or like moving into a range where you have an immediate threat, like something I have to respect, and then you can dash back out. So like dash dance within the range and then prompt that response from me instead of like actually committing to something. No! Beautiful.
Ah, I thought you'd spot dodge there. I don't know why.
Tried to double jump.
Choose your character.
What?
Versus Fox. Ready? Go!
Okay. You want to do like 3 more?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. If you have any questions after, we can go over them. I think we touched on most of the important stuff, and you're like already on your way to applying them, which is great. Alright, watch those double jumps.
Yeah, you got me with it last. Yeah.
Nice, you didn't roll. There you go, you called me out. Didn't let me get my laser started up. Nice. No!
Ah,
I guess you just missed the angle.
am I like that predictable? Like,
I mean, I didn't really predict it, or else I would have rolled. I was trying to, like, react and cover everything. I think you just missed the ledge. Because I got hit off the ledge. But I actually don't know if, like, if I hogged it and then you couldn't reach it or something. I don't know. Oh, that was beautiful wave dash down. Oh!
oh,
I let go to scratch my nose and then realized that he was living. Oh, good angle. Good angle. Yeah, see, like, that's just gonna get punished every time. And you do get up attack on the platform, like, every time, I think. Like, a lot of get up attack in general, but especially on the platform. A lot of Falcos will just wait below and try to react. So, like, what you want to mix up is the rolls with a get up in place. Those are the main things you want to mix up. Get up attack is just going to be, like, reactable. And then, if they're covering the get up in place properly, they'll be able to get around the get up attack anyway. Oh, that was great actions. I think if you add in a little more grab, I know I've said that a few times, but like, there are situations where I'm shielding and you could just hit me for it. So you want to think of like, if you recognize your opponent has a shielding habit in certain spots, that's like really strong. Because I don't feel the need right now to like spot dodge a lot, which is when I'm playing like really good foxes, I feel like I have to spot dodge and like go for YOLO spot dodge shines to like keep up. Because otherwise it's just like I'm just gonna get grabbed and they're gonna combo the shit out of me. There you go. I was just like, okay, I got grabbed. And then obviously we'll need to like uncle punch his up throw punishes. Because I should be taking like 40 minimum.
I know I hate shield grabbing, but I don't know why.
That one was tricky because I did an early aerial. It was that thing that we talked about before where I did an early aerial, but I didn't hit your shield until I had like already drifted kind of far, and then I fast fell right before I hit your shield. So there was like no way you were gonna punish it out of shield. But the aerial timing looked early.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, like you're never gonna like land there. If you had done the uppy, like it's a little harder to cover because I have to worry about you going to ledge, and then I can't just like cover. I can't just cover the side B because like the side B direction is very obvious, whereas when you're doing the uppy, I don't know which direction you're going. Full up? Oh, you didn't full up. Okay.
No.
Patience. Oh, that's a shine! Yeah, anytime you get a shine like right there, that's like just instant, you're like wave dashing in place, and then if you have to do like a tiny dash chance and just jump out and Armada shine. Or you can even nair into shine if that's like easier. Alright, last one.
Yeah. And then, yeah, you've seen my running, so you, yep.
Yep. And I also have been hitting a lot of those, like, laser into dash jump shine, which usually means you're, like, not shielding. It's important to remember that Falco's grab game is not that good. If you can, like, DI the up throw away or whatever, I really shouldn't be getting a whole lot of damage off of throws. It's definitely not easy, though. But yeah, that means you can like shield more liberally and like bide your time. Go for the wait for like a good shine out of shield opportunity or escape.
If I was playing against the net play Falco, I would have got an up air there, but.
Yeah, let's see that. LP was way harder. At least I'd be there. I'd just get it for free. Nice. Run up shield. GG's, bro.
Yeah, good games, good games.
So any last thoughts or questions? I know we went over a ton, but that's why it's recorded, right? So you can.
Yeah, I'm a bit overwhelmed, but
No, that's good, right? Overwhelmed with good information, hopefully.
because like before this, like not gonna lie, like if I was playing like unranked and I was against a Falco, I would just leave. It's like I just didn't want to deal with it, so I just wanted to play against other characters.
If you want, I can show you like how my Fox would play. I'll just show you real quick if you want. I don't know if you have
Yeah,
to
that's sure. No,
let me just find a Falco one unranked. And I'll just show you like how powerful the dash chance grab is. Like it's like I picked Falco. It's like so ridiculous. Like how much you can abuse it on unranked. And I've done this for like a few students where I've showed them in unranked and they're just like, oh wow, it's actually just like dash chance grab city. I want to find a Falco
like
though.
it's just like against like someone who's as good as you, it's hard for me to like, because you're like, really fast.
Sure. I mean, I'm like aware of like several more layers. Is that guy gonna quit out too? That's funny. Like when I have like several more layers of mix-ups or like I'm reacting to things that you're probably not reacting to yet. Naturally, you're not going to be able to just like magically apply stuff in one session, right? But I think you still like could tell that you were improving.
Yeah,
and that's like really fast. I'll be honest. A lot of players like they understand what I'm going over, but they aren't able to do it. But like the fact that you were able to do stuff, even just like in the first game after. Oops.
Like, see, this guy isn't really shooting you, so it's giving you a lot of, like... At least that's what I've been noticing, right? Like, right off.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to, like... Yeah, he was playing weird. I don't want to put out on him. Yeah, I mean, maybe we won't find a good example, but
yeah.
You get the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like not proving my point at all by just getting hit by everything. But yeah, like if you just go into unranked and just like practice your dash and grab those people, you'll be surprised like how often you can just skip people. And you can practice your punish game that way too. Like I would definitely uncle punch it. Like the platform tech chase stuff specifically is important. Oops. So yeah, like up throwing people onto platforms and being able to like full hop up air and then chain that into like other up airs. And also shines out of shield. I think that those two things alone will like give you so much mileage. If you get like a little bit better at the shine out of shield.
Yeah.
Because you were doing a good job of like being patient with it, but you were also like being patient and wave dashing out of shield in situations where you could have just shined me.
Mm-hmm. I don't have as much time as I used to to like practice stuff like that.
I feel you. Yeah,
So I
I like to
started
do it
playing
when I'm
it.
like, I'll have like a TV show on or something.
When like when I first started, it was like at the start of Corona basically, so I didn't really have anything to do. So just play.
Okay, we'll try one more Falco.
Versus Sheik. Ready?
There's so many people using the smiley face thing.
Choose your character.
And I saw IBDW use it once, so every time I see them, I'm like, I wonder if that's Cody. I'm just quoting out.
That was my first thoughts, like especially if when it was that Sheik.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll just call it there.
Yeah, they don't seem to wanna be.
Yeah, if you have any questions as we like, as you try to implement stuff, let me post the last note. And I'll hopefully get this uploaded like by the end of the week, so you can like go through. But yeah, if you are like trying to implement anything we talked about, or you had a clarifying question, definitely feel free to hit me up. Or even if you just want to like share that it's been successful or helped you, I'm always happy to hear about that stuff.
All right. Yeah, I'll just I might be back. We'll see. I was gonna look at the Metafy again, just see when you're open, because I might be back. I was thinking about it if this was like a successful session.
Cool. Yeah,
that
you can
do
do
that
an analysis one, because this was like we did play,
Yeah.
but like the analysis version would be more of like more like all the discussion we had. It would be like that for the full time instead of playing. But whichever one, if you wanted to like do more Fox Falco, definitely down to do that. Or if you wanted to learn a different matchup, we could analyze. Or I could even play secondaries. I can at least play Fox, Marth, Falcon, Sheik. I can play all those like competitively enough that like you would get value out of it. Other characters, it might depend. I can play a lot of characters, but like if you ask me to play Peach, you're probably not getting great practice.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, just let me know. And,
Yeah, I'll definitely.
Yeah,
definitely
as far
will.
as like booking second sessions, I usually recommend that people like go over, like you don't have to master everything we talked about, but you at least want to like have a like 5 to 10 games where you like practice each one. So like the first thing on the list is like not respecting shield pressure. So you want to play at least like 5 to 10 games where you're focusing on that primarily, and like working on that as a skill before you like consider it at least attempted to solve. Like you don't have to be perfect, but you don't want to come back for a second lesson and then that's still like a problem.
Yeah, definitely.
But it seemed like
it's
you
just
were already
wasted.
fixing a lot of this stuff, so I don't anticipate that's an issue for you.
It's just I have to like actively, think about it.
Yeah,
And, like,
and that's
I
why
just-
I usually recommend just going one at a time, because it's like when you have all of these things, it's like difficult to. And I mean, there's a lot of stuff I didn't write down here, but when you have like tons of things, it's just too hard. Even for me, when I've been playing for so long, I still have to do things like sometimes I'll have like one offensive thing or like one thing in neutral and then one edge guard related thing because they're very separate parts of the game.
Yeah.
But usually it's just like one thing at a time. That's just like the best way. But yeah, let me know how it goes, and if you need any help.
Yeah, I'll hit you up. Thanks, man. I appreciate all the information.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good one.
All right, yeah, later.
Peace.